What's up, family? Listen, if you're watching this, God wants to take you from good to greater. Because in my recent study, I called revelation about the people of Israel being freed from Egyptian slavery. But if you're familiar with the story, pay attention. You're probably familiar with the land of Goshen. If you're not familiar, I want to give you some background because Goshen was a region in ancient Egypt that was located in the northeastern Nile Delta and is most famously mentioned in the book of Genesis and also in the book of Exodus as the area given to the Israelites when they migrated to Egypt during a famine. Pay attention here because Goshen served as the place of provision and protection. It was a fertile and well-watered land which typically was ideal for livestock, given that most Israelites, their occupation would have been shepherds. Goshen also served as the place for favor and separation, because while the rest of Egypt eventually experienced plagues, Goshen was miraculously preserved. But in spiritual symbolism, it represents God's ability to preserve, provide, and protect his people, even in foreign or hostile environments. So for many believers, Goshen is seen as a prophetic symbol of divine provision, either in times of economic or societal ruin, yet you as a believer remain unscathed. However, in retrospect, Goshen was never meant to be a forever thing. Pay attention here, because that's where I turned the corner on this, because I want to talk to those who still find unrest even in a good place. Have you ever been at a good job, made the most money you've ever made, lived in the nicest house you've ever lived in? Like, have you ever been in an actually comfortable situation and still felt unsettled? See, I remember I used to work for a very notable social media company. And for years, while the money was good and I was very well taken care of, 3 square meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so I couldn't shake the feeling of not being where I was supposed to be or called and purposed to be. Now, if that's you, then this message is for you. Because while Goshen was a good place, while it was a favorable place, it was not the promised land. Hear me. Because although Goshen was comfortable, it was a place of temporary provision. And it also symbolized God's favor in a foreign land, but it was not the final destination. See, I even wanted to break this down further for you because in Goshen, there was favor in Egypt, but in the promised land, there's freedom in covenant. In Goshen, there was God's mercy in crisis. But in the promised land, there's God's fulfillment of purpose. Do y'all follow me? In Goshen, there was a shelter from famine. In other words, just getting by without going hungry. But in the promised land, there is a land of fruitfulness. See, there's a difference in favor and promise. See, favor is great and favor is good, but favor makes sure that you eat. But promise makes sure that you can feed everybody else. Did y'all catch me? Okay. Favor is good because it's a blessing for you. But promise is great because it's a blessing through you. See, God simply told me to tell you this. Don't get comfortable yet. See, while you may be in your Goshen era, you still have promised land rights, and there's a promised land destination coming up. Because while Goshen may feel like the right place, there's still that small voice, that small unction that's there, that there's something more. And God says you've been ignoring it for long enough, and it's time for you, it's time to bring you to your promised and final destination. See, don't mistake lack of warfare for fullness of freedom. I'll say that again. Don't mistake lack of warfare for fullness of freedom, because God's about to bring you to another greater place, and I want you to be prepared for it. You're about to go from Goshen to your promised place, from the place of favor to the place of purpose. God has another place for you. Don't get comfortable. God bless you.